Hi everyone, we're New Hire Trials where quality hires leaves you no reason to fire. Our team consists of Nell, Amy, Edward, and Jared. At New Hire Trials, we oversee the hiring process for all businesses, large or small, who are looking to source top talent. This includes early stage companies and even family businesses. We will run an in-person 2-week simulation of what a typical day of work would look like at your company. After evaluating each employee based on the customized criteria that you set, we'll provide you a recommendation of who would be the best fit for your company. This will eliminate marketing costs for new hires and increase overall employee retention rates.
In order to understand how our product would be received among potential customers, we conducted discovery interviews in order to see who would be likely to purchase this product, and if people were interested, what changes might need to be made. So, of the 4 interviews we conducted, all of the interviewees were from different backgrounds. We interviewed 1 restaurant owner, 1 real estate developer, 1 small business owner, and 1 education consultant. We chose these individuals in order to form a well-rounded and thorough understanding of how all potential customers perceive our product. The result of these interviews were that interviewees said they would need customer reviews of our program before agreeing to purchase, but that if these reviews were successful, they would be very inclined to buy this product. Second, that our pricing model was a bit hard to buy. They would rather pay an upfront flat fee in addition to a per hire charge once they decided who they wanted to hire, rather than pay upfront all at once regardless of how many individuals are hired. The program needs to accommodate seasonal employees and internship programs, not just full-time hires, as seasonality plays a large role in when these employers hire. The adjustments that we made after these interviews included adopting this new pricing model, introducing a trial program in order to gain customer reviews and feedback, and third and lastly, included an internship program into our product so that we can accommodate for those seasonal hires.
We wanted to see the feasibility of our actual project, so we ran some analysis with some potential numbers. We've broken this section down into 3 different sections. First, looking into the prices of each of our packages. Then we calculated some income estimations, and lastly, listing out some of our net income assumptions. So in our prices section, as Nell mentioned, we did make some adjustments to how we decided to price our products. First, we will be running a trial program for the first 5 customers that work with us. So during the trial process, we'll be able to see whether our products actually worked as well as we thought, as well as gain some initial reputation for our products to encourage other customers to sign up in the very beginning. The second thing that we modified in our pricing model was, instead of charging people based on how many applicants applied, we will now be charging people at the end after they've accepted the hires. So we'll be charging based on the number of new hires instead. For our 3 different packages, we'll be offering 3 different prices as well. So for package 1, per applicant or per hire, we'll be charging $300. For package 2, we'll be charging $200. For package 3, we'll be charging $150 per hire. That's because the number of hires also vary. So for package 1, the number of accepted applicants will be 2 or less. For package 2, the number of accepted applicants will be between 3 to 5. For package 3, the number of accepted applicants will be between 6 to 10. And we capped it at 10 for now because we thought the businesses that we will be working with are generally smaller businesses. So 10 is likely the maximum number of people that they will need to hire at one time. Then looking into some of our income estimations. For our package 1, 2, and 3, we've calculated their estimations based on year 1, year 2, and year 3. So in year 1, package 1 will have about $12,000. Package 2, we're thinking about $5,000. Package 3, we're thinking about $15,000. And then for year 2 and year 3, this revenue will double year to year, so the growth will be 100%. Looking into our operating expenses, we've outlined our operating expenses in terms of employee/management fee. as well as lumping everything else into the general overhead, rents, etc. We don't imagine rents being a huge factor in our overall operating expenses for now because we don't plan to rent out any office space. This will be just momentary rents if we need a meeting space for 1 day or 2 days. So we've allocated $5,000 for those overhead expenses. Then looking into our final net income with our revenue and operating expenses combined, we will have about $18,000 in our first year, $46,000 in our second year, and in year 3, about $97,000. So although these look like they're very small numbers, we do think we want to plan to start this as a small side hustle in the first place to ensure feasibility and market need for our idea before fully launching into the full-time business that we will eventually be running.
Throughout this project, our group learned about some of the processes you need to undergo to set up an actual business. Going through the act of writing an operating agreement was beneficial for understanding each of our roles and what we needed to do to contribute to our team. Setting these expectations was also helpful in creating a good team dynamic. Our team also discussed how important it was to have proper preparation before reaching out to potential clients. We had to do our due diligence and try to predict what our potential clients would say in response to our pitch and find a way to incorporate this into our conversations. Throughout our process of setting up this business, we realized how important perseverance was. For most of us in the group, we had to reach out to multiple businesses until we had one that would agree to listen to our pitch and give us constructive customer feedback. Although we didn't make any sales during this project, gaining customer feedback allowed us to make adjustments to our services. For example, after hearing that our interviewees would need prior customer reviews before using this service, we introduced a trial program to gain more reviews. Overall, some of the improvements to the class that our team thought of was to receive more class time to work on this project and to assign mentors for each group to oversee team progress and answer any questions.
We also anticipated the risks and evaluated the feasibility of our business plan. One potential risk that we saw was related to resource limitations due to our model, especially with larger application pools. We addressed this by realizing that this was not a one-size-fits-all approach, but decided to focus more on small businesses. We also anticipate risk in this area associated with our evaluation criteria. We determined to face this risk by working closely with clients to define evaluation rubrics. Comfort risk related to value proposition was also considered. We understood that our will need to be demonstrated. There are many less expensive hiring firms and evaluation methods already in the market. However, what separates us is that we are concerned about the quality of hires. We need to think carefully about how we can ensure this claimed quality and about how we can track it to demonstrate our value to potential clients as we grow. Related to feasibility, we saw that this format, our business model, is favored among employers and applicants alike. Holistic methods are preferred for finding effective clients. Our simulation approach allows assessments of both hard and soft skills and gives everyone a chance to demonstrate their value regardless of resume gaps that may even have limited relevance, as many people can attest to even when applying for schools. However, while job simulation programs are seen as fair, this less automated procedure could present a risk for accusations of bias. We need to be transparent with our rubrics and interface with legal and HR professionals about how to avoid this potential accusation. Lastly, efficiency and personnel will be a challenge. We need to be thoughtful about how we develop our assessment tools to ensure that we can use them efficiently and they can be flexible to accommodate large and small applicant pools. We also need to be thoughtful about efficient methods to judge applicants based on performance, as this process can be also quite arduous and time-consuming. Okay, thank you everybody for listening to our presentation, and we'll take any questions.